this
Thank you.
afternoon.
Thank you very much.
And thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to join you on your shows.
Yes.
Yes.
And, you know, the title Honorable, I had to mention it because we can't mention you without the title Honorable.
Yes.
And you get a lot of people wondering why Honorable, right?
Yes, and I always tell them that I've gone past Mr. Because in the year 2002, I was elected as Assemblyman for Aidiki electoral area. You know, it's just behind this wall.
Yeah.
So I think that earned me the title Honorable. Yeah.
Right. But we're hoping to see you in Parliament, though.
Sometime in the future, I'm sure it will happen.
It's going to happen.
It should.
Yeah, because you have so much passion for the people.
Yes, it should.
Yeah.
It should happen sometime.
And you have a school as well.
Yes, Central Arts and Media.
If you hadn't done this, I would have been very upset with you.
Yeah.
Because you can't take all that talent away. You know? God gave you something that you had to give us some.
Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate that. Yeah. And coming from you, it means a lot.
You have no idea how much I admire you.
Oh.
Tell those at home about the school.
I feel good about this. Right, the school is Central Arts and Media Institute. And we also call it the Creative Arts School. It has several nicknames. The Kasua Film Academy, the Creative Arts School. But the name is Central Arts and Media Institute. And it's to train upcoming ones to achieve the standards, the world standards in creative arts training. So that's what we're about. We have putting together talent and knowledge to be able to help upcoming ones who dream of performing in the arts industry to be trained. And we are looking at higher standards because we feel one of the reasons why our media landscape is lacking external opportunity is the fact that we don't have adequate training. And that is what Central and Arts Media School is all about.
Oh, nice. For me, because I went to School of Performing Arts, I'm passionate about it. And I always say that, you know, we have to have more trained people in the space for creative arts. We have young talents that they don't have anybody to nurture them. And this is what you seek to do.
I'm sure the reason why our industry has deteriorated is because of lack of training in all facets of the industry, because people wild cameras and then they call themselves filmmakers. People see actors. I tell people that people are working at their doctorate degrees in some of these trades. You know, I told somebody is working on his master's in photography. And people get shocked. They think that is something that you can just pick a camera and do. Acting is not as easy. Because it takes a lot more than seeing Miki Osebeko or somebody doing and feeling that I can also do it. It takes a lot more. And training is important.
It's very, very important.
Yes.
I remember how you produced Dada Boat as well.
Yes.
You know, it's just another phenomenal thing that you put on TV.
Thank you.
And for me, you know, when I used to watch it, I didn't even know you were producer, you were the man behind it. All I knew was the character Dada Boat.
I produce and direct most of my works.
You're multi-talented.
Right.
I want you at home to watch a bit of Dada Boat and you understand why I'm so astonished about this man.
Emura, we are for Baba. Emura, we are for Baba. Mate Emuset, Rajibabi.
Oh my goodness. For me, it was the attention to detail, costume, you know, camera angles, that time, the quality. How many years ago is this?
This was shot in 2003.
Huh?
Yes. So, about
22 years?
22 years ago.
And we still have this quality?
Yeah, even for what I think wasn't one of my best works. And, you know, working on this encouraged me to do some more film education because the standard wasn't up to what I wanted it to be. And there are new ones coming out. Dada Boat is going to come back.
Oh, you're coming back on TV?
Yeah, Dada Boat is coming back on TV. Yeah. And it's the one that I'll call it a digital Dada Boat.
Digital Dada Boat. I can't wait to see what you'll be wearing.
Yeah.
You know, your costumes were always on.
And now they are different. I mean, it's going to be super. I mean, you watch the costume alone and laugh.
Exactly. You know, when we started airing it, immediately we saw your shoes, everybody started laughing.
The shoe had a tag on it. I don't know if you saw it.
It had a tag?
Yeah, so that you know it's new.
A beggar in new shoes, eh?
Yeah.
So let's compare today's production to back then. Your Dada Boat, was it scripted?
Yes.
All the time?
All the time.
Now let's look at this era. How do you think our production has grown? Has it evolved over time, or we've even gone backwards?
I think that we have not moved anywhere. We've been in the same position. The world is just passing us by. That is what I am thinking, because I still attend film productions where I refuse to take part because most of them are not scripted. They ask you to do this and that. And for me, if it's not scripted, it means that it falls out of plan. So it's important that some of these, that's why education is important. When people understand that film has standards, okay, it's not something that we put a camera on a particular set and individuals and shoot and think that we've made a film. Film is something that communicates not just the visuals and the audio, psychological as well. So these are some of the things that you need to employ when you're producing. If you don't think about all of these things, you might be making images for people to see, but it won't communicate the way or the standards by which a film should. And that is our problem.
You know, some people also even say that Ghana movie is dead.
It is not dead, it's in coma. It needs medication.
Which medication will definitely wake it out of coma?
Policy and training. Government should get involved because an important part of the economy we cannot underestimate. And then training is, because when policy comes into being, then it means that training and all of that will follow, because then we know that we need certain standards, there are opportunities and all of that. I keep on saying that one of the worst things that's happening to our industry, the economy of our industry, is even the airing of telenovelas and foreign programs. They are devaluing our culture and also bringing our economy down.
So for you, you think that we should stop these telenovelas?
I am thinking that if it is not, one day I'll have a one-man demonstration to help stop it, because it's killing our industry. It's killing our economy. Sometimes I produce a 1-minute advert and it gets to employ over 70 people in a 1-minute advert. And everybody walks home with something in their pocket. That is employment. So if 1-minute advert can employ 70 people, if you're making films, short films or long films or whatever you call it, you can imagine the level of employment it will bring to people. But all this is cut out, and some of the sponsorship monies we receive, we pay foreign actors and foreign producers and air their programs here. And for them to also teach us their own culture, whilst we are not taking ours anywhere. That is sad.
You know, at a point in time, we used to have a lot of series on TV.
Yes.
You know, the content was there. We are not having it anymore.
Yes.
Is it because of lack of sponsorship?
Yes, it's lack of funds. And like I said, because there are no opportunities. We used to have cinemas. People used to sell DVDs. Now all of those are gone. So all the exhibition stands are gone. All the formats on which that you can sell your products are gone. The TV stations are also not showing them. So when you produce films and you produce, where do you take them, apart from YouTube? But there should be opportunity for the industry players to be able to rake in some of their investment. And TV is one. Film houses, exhibition centers should be in place because we don't have them anymore. I wonder why. Are you getting my point? We don't sell DVDs anymore. So
maybe we've gone to the digital era.
Yes, but where are the platforms apart from YouTube in Ghana? Which other platforms? You understand what I'm saying? So, and how many people, even in the Ghanaian society, are able to access internet and to watch things off YouTube?
You know, with regards to that, currently where the world has gotten to. It would be quite difficult to go back into the DVD
We
era.
can't.
We can't because they don't even make the what's it called? A name for it, the machine.
DVD players.
The players.
They don't make
They don't even make them no
Yes.
more. So currently, what probably we have to channel our energy into might be the digital platforms.
Yes.
Yes, like you mentioned, YouTube. I think
Yeah.
that some of people have money to get onto Netflix, which is another
Yes.
cash cow.
Yeah.
And so maybe we just have to go deeper into those places.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't say, I mentioned YouTube as, for me,
Yeah.
the only most available platform for filmmakers, which is not enough. There should be more.
More cinemas.
Cinemas should be there. TV stations should be forced with legislative instruments to show local content. If I produce more local content, I'll be able to raise funds and raise my production level to reach Netflix. You understand? Who is granting you the funds to produce that quality that Netflix requires? So all of these questions come onto the table, and we need to find ways. And that's why I'm saying policy is very, very important. If you encourage more producers,
Yeah.
you encourage more training,
true.
and then they will produce quality stuff that will even go and show on bigger platforms. But it starts from a point.
Yeah.
The starting point is what we do, where we are not yet, and we need to get there.
We need to get there, so probably we'll need more, you know, private institutions to come on board. We'll need more government institutions to come on board. We'll need to do this as a collective effort to take us there. It's quite disheartening to know that some of us grew up watching more local content on TV, and today, the younger generation, they don't have that opportunity.
They don't even have the opportunity not just to watch it. The upcoming talents don't even have the opportunity to study from the older generations. And that break in transmission of knowledge is also a bad issue that has to be thought about. Yeah, so...
Could it also be that we have too many TV stations?
Yes, and that should make the work more beneficial. Because the more TV stations, there should be more jobs for actors, producers, dancers, directors. There should be more jobs. But if you look at all these lots of TV stations that you mentioned, they show about 80% foreign content.
Yeah.
You understand?
So investors are struggling
even
to even
the
help,
national
right?
television station, and that is sad. It makes me shed tears anytime I see GBC showing foreign content. For what?
But that foreign content, they've been showing it since so.
Yes, but we need to get to a point where I don't think you go to Malaysia today and find Ghanaian or Nigerian movies playing on their national television networks. Even Nigeria, they don't show any other Nigerian television authority or whatever the name is. I've monitored. They don't show Ghanaian projects. They don't show foreign content. Nigerian television, you know, the national television, I mean.
Right.
But here, it's like everybody's doing it, so we also have to do it. The factor is not just the money or the entertainment it produces. We need to educate the people about ourselves, our culture.
That's true.
You understand? The people will have to understand this themselves, and then we need to also take it outside for people to understand who Ghanaians are. But now Ghanaians are beginning to believe that they are Malaysians. Their love affairs are See, you know,
I know, right?
all share or don't know Malaysia for quite so and standard.
Now they even watch more K-drama and all of that.
See?
You know, meanwhile, when we were growing up, we were watching the Sun Cities and,
exactly.
you know, the things we
Inspector
do for love, the
things-
Inspector Bediako,
Ultimate Paradise.
Ultimate Paradise, by
Remember?
the fireside.
Yes.
You know, these were things that...
They are no more.
They are no more.
Why? And that is why most of the actors are dying paupers. Most of the industry players, they don't get the value of the talent that God gives them because you don't get the opportunity to even make as much as you deserve. You know, there's a plan for us to start a performers foundation to try to raise funds to support some of our actors that go into difficulty. So myself and a few people are pushing the idea so that we could support because there are musicians, one musician, I don't want to mention the name here, I listened to when I was a kid and his music was played all over the radio all the time. And recently, I found out that he has a small surgery to perform and he didn't have the money to do so. And I wonder how this person contributed so much to national entertainment, economy, and all of that. Because for what we don't know is that our performances are not just for entertaining, it heals as well. Countries that have their creative arts flying, if you check their health budget, it's quite low because they don't develop a lot of high blood pressure, depression, and all of that. So in thinking the work we do, all of these things should be considered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, Musica even said that they have, you know, a platform for that. But there are a lot of musicians that don't join their platform.
Which one? Which one is it? Musica.
Yes.
Yes, it means that they've not made it attractive enough. I don't know about Musica, but I can speak for the Ghana Actors Guild. The Ghana Actors Guild is non-existent. And not at a time that even Trotro mates could put a union together. Ghanaian actors
can't put a
union, and that is one of the sad things. So that is also a factor why the industry is not working because the foundation or the pillars that's supposed to support the industry, some of them are not available. So if there are unions and they make it attractive for the members, because over the years, even when Ghana Actors Guild was supposed to be in existence, they didn't make it attractive to the members because they didn't get any benefits. You understand? But it should be attractive. There should be benefit. There should be insurance. There should be legal aid. There should be support here and there. You understand? And actors don't get that from their union. And so the union, for me, there are a lot of issues now that's making it non-existent. But we should bring all of these things together. And that is why I'm thinking that the new minister for tourism and creative arts, who is also who's been a member of the community, should play an important role in making these pillars or foundations solid so that they could support the industry. If there's a good guild running, musicians are also running, the guild has all their membership underneath them, I believe that some of these pillars can aid the strength of the industry. Yeah.
So true. Shall I say, I think some messages have come in. If you want to send in your messages, you can continue sending them to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. Shola?
I'm excited because anytime we see Wafa, it's either he has chains, he has his necklaces on with his 5 billion rings. It was always fun. I had a classmate who used to act like him, actually.
Really?
And anytime we saw him, all he had to do is just have 5 rings and then a lot of chains, and we start calling Wafa. It was really fun. But Wafa, that's a sawaba.
That's
Pachoria now I'm chemi rings ni bi why.
na say I'm Robert Stintimin.
I'm obviously M-Pesa. We don't want that. But well, we have a number of comments in here. This one is Martin. So our own colleague sent us this and said that
he dresses like you.
Yes. Well, he is my inspiration. So he used to dress like Wafa. I mean, this is a typical Wafa dressing.
Wow.
A lot of rings. I don't know if the producer can show this, but
yeah, I can see it.
Yes. So a number of rings. All you needed was your cap, and then your spectacles, and then your 5 billion, chains, and you'll be fine.
I'll admit him to the Bogus Association.
Hey! All right, there's still more coming in. But Rosalind, what's your favorite, advert of his?
I think the recent one is the Cup Farm one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just amazing. I think all your Cup Farm adverts are super.
Thank you.
You know, all his adverts. I can't even.
Like, I can't pick one.
I think you did one for MTN as well that you were in yellow.
Yes.
You live the character. That's it. So you make us love the products. Even if we don't know about the products, you also go and ask about the product because he embodies it. Like it's yours.
Yeah.
I was going to say, is there a switch? Because, Bill, I can see the switch because the wafa we see on TV is very everyday or kind of rings. Do you understand? I think, so would you say there's a difference or that is just you in a more hyper side?
Well, there are times that you find roles coming around your own personal character, but most of the roles that I play, I try to live it. I try to get a lot of knowledge about what I'm supposed to be playing and find out how I could just avail my body for the character. So you make the character live in you if you want to perform it right. Because at the end of the day, you need to convince people that you are the character. And that is the most important thing you do as an actor. So your ability to do that is very critical when you want to show the people what it is. Otherwise, people come and say, okay, I see me acting to say Bodam for any, acting to say Bodam for, but that is not the case. At the time that you get on set, you become a Bodam for. That is what it's supposed to be. You don't go and act like Bodam for. You are a Bodam for in that.
All right, this one says, I never missed an episode of Dada Boat because of him. Wafa, dear, no size. This one says that, Wafa, what's the most challenging role you've ever played and how did you prepare yourself to get into character?
Wow. There's a new role that I'm playing on a farmhouse production that's supposed to be shown on Aquaba Magic. And I'm playing a ghetto thug, very hard guy who is on a revenge mission. And very different from some of the normal roles that I play. And it's quite challenging. And every time I look out for that because the more I work myself up to it, the better I become in the craft. So every role becomes challenging at first, but we try to work at it.
You're amazing.
Thank
you. You know, I have another favorite of yours. I want us to take a look at that favorite. Let's take a look at it. Oh my goodness. I mean, I miss those days. I can't wait to see the new Dada Boat that's coming.
2001.
Whoa.
Yes.
Wow.
I want to know how many takes. How many takes did you do, Wafa?
I think this one, I remember for my scenes there, the one with the lady, we had just one take because she got hurt after that accident. Her falling off was an accident, actually.
Oh,
she was supposed to pour what she had in the pan on me.
And it put,
see, that's how God works for me. When people try to attack me before.
It went out perfectly, actually. It went out very
it was
naturally.
We had a couple of shots where I needed to ride that. It was something I used to do when I was a kid, actually. Drive it around the market sometimes. When I was a kid, I loved doing that, but it bring me some money. But it was an experience doing it on set because I had to jump over the fire and all of that. And you know, here we don't have stuntsmen to do it, so you have to do it by yourself. And because the industry also lacks capacity, there's no insurance or anything. So you need to do it, but be careful you don't get hurt.
So you didn't get hurt?
Actually, I was very careful about that.
So how many takes was it?
Oh, this, for the riding of the truck, we had about 4 takes, you know, because there was one that I had to run it off by the road, and then when it descended and it was coming at me, and remember that there were 2 sections of the woods parked on it. I was right in the middle, and I needed to get off it. You know, I needed to get out of the situation before it hit me. So it was very calculated, but I needed to do my own stunts, and by the grace of God, survived. Except the woman wanted to throw the water on me.
Oh, but that's a beautiful one. We have some too.
There's more. This one says, "Oh, today Wafa came to the show without chain and ring. Oh well, he's giving us local.
He's giving us royalty.
Yeah. Local vibes today.
I'm a chief now, so.
Yeah. Well, this one says, "Hi, Joy Prime. This is my first time texting on the show. Oh, thank you. My question is to Mickey Osei. What are the challenges you faced before hitting stardom, and how did you find ways of pulling it through?" This is Kingsley Charles from Dansuman, and then let me take this one. This one says that, "Good afternoon, Sir Mickey Osei. Please, thank you so much for what you do. But, Sir, why Gollywood is suffering? Why is Gollywood suffering? Why is there lack of love, support, and fellow producers as well? So much hatred. That's why most Ghanaian actors are going to Nollywood and Netflix. Majority of former actors are now producers, and YouTube is the only means of their survival. That is the only way they can save money and go to school to study. Please, before the government gets involved, let Gollywood come together to support each other like Nigerians and other woods. I don't even know if there's an association for movie actors. Please help them. Thanks." All right, so this is what we have so far.
Okay, great. Yeah. You know what? So you will get all the answers later, but I want us to talk more about the school. Yeah. So those who want to be a part of the school, how do they do that?
Okay, I'll pull up a number, or you can also visit our platforms. It's Central Media School. That's our website, centralmediaschool.com. That's our website. And then I think there's a number also on the screen.
Yeah.
That 05496 112. Then you can reach us on WhatsApp and all of that. And then you can be taken in. We're also offering support for the disadvantaged in the society to learn some of these skills, because we believe that after 6 months course on any of our programs, you could pick up your tools and be able to work for yourself and make some revenue to survive with. So that is how, and it's very practical. The courses are very practical, not a lot of theory. So if you're going to study acting, you study by acting.
Right.
If you study photography, you study by doing photography. Not a lot of writing.
Around the bush and
it's
all
about
that.
doing the work. That's where you learn how to do it practically. So it's hands-on focused.
Okay.
And that's why we believe that it will become an exceptional school once. And it's a pre-uni, so you can go through it and even find your HND from us, and then you can go on to do your degree. We also hope that in the next few years, we will be able to offer degrees from the school.
Fantastic. So as a royal person, as a chief, can you act all roles?
Yes, for me, I think that I discussed that with the royals who made me a royal because I can't live without doing what I do. And I'm ready to play all roles. It doesn't change anything apart from my commitment to changing the lives in my community. So whatever genuine work that I do that will be able to help my community, I'll do it. And acting is top of the list.
Top of it. His name is Honorable Mickey Osei Berko, and we've had an amazing time with him. Thank you so much for spending your afternoon with us. It's been beautiful. And for you at home that want to be a part of the school, don't forget to call them. Of course, you will not regret this at all. Thank you guys also for sharing your afternoon with us. Clap for yourselves. You've done well. Shola, thank you so much. And to you at home, thank you too. To our producers, our production team, that's camera, lights, sound, producers, directors, thank you all so much. And to my glam squad, I'm super